He's definitely
I don't know
rapping.
what you talking about.
He's definitely
He
rapping.
Stop
rapping.
talking shit.
He's definitely rapping.
Oh
He
man.
was
But
rapping.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Talking Shit Show. Uh, we out here, man. We live, man. We got a couple things to talk about this week, and we just gonna freelance a lot of things because it's been some stuff going on. I know my niggas want to get some shit off their chest, man. So,
Iceberg at?
huh?
Because
What's up?
we're Iceberg and Shannon.
I don't know. I don't know. They might pop in a minute. I sent the thing out. I try to start no later than 9:30.
Yeah, I seen the thing. I was I looked at the clock and it was like 8:55. I'm like, let me hop on here.
Uh,
There wasn't nobody in here. And then I seen the message. I went to the message and you was like,
yeah,
live
that.
in 20 minutes.
Look at
No, I
YouTube got this shit
went
on here wrong. YouTube, know they ought to be ashamed of this shit. They don't be changing my titles. I still got one of my video game titles on there, but it's all good. Anyway, man, y'all already know what it is, man. Talking shit show. My nigga Tony Spitz, Ralphie Drib in the crib. Um, Welcome to episode 48, man. You know what it is. Almost the last. What is it? The last Wednesday of the new year, or the new month, new year. So I know y'all done broke y'all
mhm.
motherfucking resolutions already. That corny shit y'all done tried to keep up with.
Yeah, now
to
don't do it.
Yeah, right. Niggas done went to the gym 2 times now. Oh, man, I can't fuck with this shit.
Hmm.
No, I'm talking shit,
my
man. Hope y'all is
my
getting y'all bullshit.
resolution.
Huh?
I said my resolution was
Are you breaking up, cuz?
Yeah, you breaking up, cuz. Take the
my,
headphones out.
my resolution was making as many songs as I could take.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's more a goal though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can call it a resolution. You know I I don't know. I think of resolutions as
This is starting over.
yeah, fluffy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
Hmm.
really when you
I'm
really
about to
for
do
real
something.
about some shit, it don't matter. You don't got to do that shit on January 1st. And you'll do that shit when you need to. You'll do that shit March
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
third, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If it's some
Yeah.
real shit, nigga. you know,
Yeah.
you don't need no motherfucking January 1st to get your shit straight. You know what I mean? So
But I will say, this is the year. This is the year, not just for me, not just for Drib, not even just for you, PG. This is the year of the spitter for real. I just got this feeling that real hip hop is coming back.
Yeah.
Like
I do too.
niggas with lyrics is coming back. Like
most
obviously you
definitely.
still gonna have your bubblegum shit, but the way it was in the '90s, where motherfuckers was like nobody sounded the same, no matter what the fuck they was rapping about. That shit, that I think this is the year, man.
Right. I hope so. I hope so. I think so too. Because I
All
see
that
where
shit
shit
sound
moving. I see where shit moving. Like a lot of a lot of the younger generation too is starting to
Yeah.
appreciate
Mhm.
the good music. Because I look at the gap between like the teenagers and the 21 year olds now and the shit they listening
Mhm.
to, and then I listen to what my son listens to. Like, bro, I bullshit
Mhm.
you not. My son favorite rapper is MF Doom. Like he will,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. Like, and I didn't like.
like,
He hears stuff around here, but I didn't give that to him. Like he found that on his
Mm.
own. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm.
found that shit on his own, and I was surprised. I was like, bro. I said, I like that.
You was actually more than surprised, nigga. You was like,
you
yes. I know you
gotta
was like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
my nigga got my nigga
Hell
got it.
yeah, cause he's listening. And I know he's listening to the music. So
Right.
when that happens, you know he's listening. So I that's why I say that's why I said I see what you're saying, Tony, because I'm putting puzzle pieces together as we talking. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that type of shit right there is coming back. Like it's really coming back, and a lot of the youngsters are trying to spit now too, for real, and have some content.
You
Mhm.
know, Cuz want to copy the gallimaufrey. Hold on, make sure he get one. But that's his speed right there.
What's that?
Gallimaufrey,
Gallimaufrey.
if you fucking with MF Doom,
Yeah.
you love that Gallimaufrey.
Oh, heck yeah. He like all the stuff we do, cause he be hearing it. You know what I'm saying? I think
Mhm.
that's what kind of formed it anyway in the first place. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
music, cause he hear music that I do, music that we and all did, like shit we come back from the studio with, all that kind of stuff. Especially when I'm
Mhm.
listening to it and I'm dissecting it, cause I might bust it and see. This is what other people don't know too, even as recording like engineers. I might record some songs somewhere, but when recording them, I'm recording them so I can hear them. Then I might take them back and dissect them and rebuild them. But that don't mean I'm gonna automatically go back to where I recorded it. I might go record it somewhere else for a better quality
This
Yeah.
is
or a better, you
this
know what I'm
is
saying, a
why.
better put together. Like, cause it's not done just because I'm
Right.
spending that little change with somebody. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really need to, like, you know how I go. We need to get into
Yeah.
this shit where we got it ourselves and we just pushing the button because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being able to just
This
do that
nigga,
shit. Like, fuck it.
this nigga Drip. That's why this nigga Drip called me the equalizer.
Yeah,
Because I know when I go in, I know how it's supposed to. Like I know how it's supposed to sound
right.
off rip, and if it don't sound like that, that's why I'm so. What's the word I'm looking for? So
Meticulous.
Yeah.
very meticulous about how I record, more
Hmm.
so more so than just recording.
Right.
I mean, some people
More so
do
than just
just
putting shit out. Because, you know, motherfuckers just put shit
yeah,
out.
right. So that's why I'm like so like it got to sound. First time, no, it doesn't have to sound like the first time. It doesn't, but I know what it's supposed to sound like regardless. Even if it don't sound right, the first cut doesn't come out the way I think it's going to come out. It's like, all right, well now I do know how I'm supposed. Like you, pretty much how you said, on every. But for the
Hmm.
most part, if it's just me, at least if it's just my song type shit, I know exactly how it's supposed to sound, and that's how it's going to come out the first take.
Right. I'm finna get this phone and get this shit cracking because I'm about to be recording right the fuck here.
Mhm.
I'm not bullshitting. I already got everything ready. Got some plug. Got my what's the names or whatever, my little presets and shit on my program. So shit about to be sounding crispy. I'm about to be,
I gotta get to the back.
Yeah.
huh?
So the shit you let me hear already happens.
You said it's already
Mm.
cool.
Yeah,
That's what he
the
was
shit that
telling me.
not
He was
hearing
telling me that.
makes it hear that good though either. It was sounding crispy to me.
Yeah, crispy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crispy
hell
enough.
yeah. Yeah, it's but I just want to get that echo out. I can feel the room and I need to get that echo. I got an echo in here that I need to get out.
hmm
Cause I can feel it, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, it's, like I said, other than that, we ready. Like we can start doing shit. I might have to pick a different room and go build like actually put the booth up. You know what I'm saying? So we can go in. But the way, if I can do it the right way without the what's the name, we don't even need no booth because I got the good mic. You know what I'm saying? A good condenser. You know what I'm saying? So we can just hang that bitch up. Shit. But anyway, man, that's the shit we love, y'all. So we love music, so we gonna talk about that. If y'all fuck with us, y'all 9 times out of 10 y'all love music too, so y'all don't mind hearing this banter right here, cause this real shit.
No.
So no, but you know, couple things been going on this week. I know y'all know. Um, I'm gonna just start right off with it too, man. Trey Nichols, man. Rest in peace to that young man. He was beat to death by 5 Milwaukee police officers. uh, and they was all black.
Mm-hmm.
So this is this this some bullshit, man. I'm gonna just call it straight up. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand what these niggas was on, like what they was. I just can't get the logic behind this. All the shit that we done been through, all the stuff we done been through in the past, what, 3 years, with all this. Even matter of fact, our whole fucking lifetime, your whole lifetime, their whole lifetime, all of their whole lifetime, all the shit we done been through with police brutality and how they treat us. What would make these young black men, because they was all young black men on the force, act this way towards another black man? And all I can say is this thin blue line shit. And to me, it feel like all these motherfuckers, even on a prejudged sense, is whitewashed or looking for that white approval. You know what I'm saying? They like that's the only reason I could see that they would put their hands on this man like that.
My my head goes a lot of different ways on that though.
Yo, don't act like you ain't never seen kids in New York. Remember Wesley Snipes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. But I'm just saying,
Like
in
my mind
reality, right
goes,
now, all this shit that we
my
done
mind
been
goes.
through.
Yeah, my mind goes to different places. That's one of them for sure. Is trying to get that approval or whatever. That is one of them.
Yeah.
Another thought I had was shit. Maybe they was in some gang shit. I mean, just because they police don't mean they ain't in no dirty shit. You know
That
what I
too.
mean?
That too. And you right. You
Them
right
niggas are
about that.
dirty. Them niggas are dirty as fuck. You know what I mean? He could have been one of they. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to bail him out or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
But I definitely go. I get your angle. I'm here.
Yeah,
uh, it could have
yeah,
been like on some. It could have been on some. Could have been on some rites of passage type cops type bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yup.
yeah.
Like like only the fucked up part about it is the multiple fucked up part about it is outside of this man's death is one, they got fired immediately. Now, as they should.
Immediately.
Immediately, as they should. They should be fired immediately. But also they should be charged immediately. Because that's how
Facts.
if you're gonna move that swiftly. All right, but anyway, it took what Darren, who killed George Floyd, what, a year and a half to actually get his.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, this is shit gonna take you. This is gonna be done within this year.
Oh yeah, this finna be done open and shut. It's black on black crime.
Open and shut.
It's
Yeah,
still black on black crime no matter what the
yeah.
uniform was being worn. You know what I'm saying?
Now, now, if it is a rites of passage, that means they probably have a way of getting off on the lighter ass sentence type shit. If it is a rites of passage,
That too,
that
but see
means,
my thing
all right,
is
if you do that, look, if you do this, you know what I mean. You might get caught, you might not get caught, but if you get caught, you got the blue behind you. This is how we do things around here. But and then see, look, I keep going, bro. And then even if that's the case, even if that's the case, if it is a rites of passage thing, that means they were the fucking sacrificial lamb.
mm.
But
It could be
they
some.
still
It could be
gonna
something bigger.
And let me tell you something else too. Just because they got fired, and just when you said that, Tone, it brought something to my attention. Just because they got fired from this police force, don't mean that they can't go get hired
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
right. That's what I just said.
So they could still have the blue backing. You right, man. This shit goes deep, y'all.
They still can get out of that same court shit. They
Yeah.
probably tell them you got 16, you got like 18 months. You gonna get paid. You gonna get uh
Mm-hmm.
employment.
They got fired. They got fired. So
And that's what I'm saying. You gonna get relief pay. You just
unemployment.
reapply 18 months. Yeah.
They get unemployment, especially if they've been on the
Yeah.
force at least a year. They're gonna get some unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
So you right. It might. You right. You right. Because man, it might be a whole big setup underneath than what we
Yeah,
know or what we see, man. And this shit's sad, man. Let's see what
and
they
it
try.
is sad because somebody lost their life, man,
Right, exactly. Let's see how they try to
brutally.
paint this shit.
Family of Tyre Nichols was shown the police body cam footage of his January 7th traffic stop. Nichols died from his injuries 3 days later. On Monday was the first time the family and their lawyers saw the video. Nichols' mother could only watch part of the deadly confrontation between Memphis police and her son.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they showed the body.
Not only
body
was it
footage.
violent, it was savage.
Oh my God.
Last Friday, 5 of the officers involved were fired. All had been on the force between 5 and 2.5 years.
Yeah.
In a statement, Memphis police said, "We have determined that 5 MPD officers violated multiple department policies, including excessive use of force, duty to intervene, and duty to render aid."
And that shit's whack as hell. Hold on, because we ain't done.
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember ads.
You know what I'm saying? I need to. I want to. There's more. It's got to be. Like, There's a lot more to it. They're not saying a lot.
Memphis police
Or it
officers
could
have
be.
been fired
How they
following the
do
death
us.
of a man during a traffic stop. They are accused of violating policies, using excessive force, and failing to render aid. On January 7th, Tyre Nichols was taken into custody. His family says he was brutally beaten by officers during his arrest and died 3 days later. The news sparked protests at the National Civil Rights Museum on Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg is off tonight. Those officers now face serious charges, and the police department and district attorney are promising to prosecute. Tonight, Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis released a statement saying the Memphis Police Department is committed to protecting and defending the rights of every citizen in our city. The egregious nature of this incident is not a reflection of the good work that our officers perform with integrity every day. District Attorney Steve Mulroy said that he is asking for patience during the investigation, saying, "I don't take situations like this lightly, and I believe firmly in transparency. I ask for your patience as we gather all necessary information so that we don't compromise the investigation or any possible future prosecution." Our WRED's Ashley Paul has been following this case since it broke, and she joins us live downtown with reaction from city and community leaders. Ashley, what are they saying?
Yeah, Stephanie. Well, tonight we finally have some of those answers we've been waiting for almost 2 weeks. 5 Memphis police officers losing their jobs over violations in the case of Tyre Nichols. Tonight we spoke with friends and advocates, though, who say this is just the beginning. Excessive use of force, duty to intervene, duty to render aid. The violations are hard to hear for close family friends like Angelina Paxton, but she says this is a good first step to bring justice to Tyre Nichols.
I was very happy to hear that these kinds of people will no longer be the men and women, but in this case, the men that are sworn to protect us. I was very happy to hear that they swiftly got rid of that problem.
Paxton says the last 2 weeks have been difficult, but today's announcement just goes to show we need reform in law enforcement.
This is a very valuable lesson in that it doesn't matter what color our officers are. There is a problem systematically.
Josh Spickler with Just City, which focuses on accountability and advocacy within Memphis, agrees. He says it's critical the Memphis Police Department is transparent. He says so far that has not been the case.
If I were accused of murdering someone, my face would have been on your television station a week ago. Everything that you could find out about me and my past would have been on your television station a week ago. These police officers have, until just now, tonight, not been identified. We've still not seen any video of this incident. We still don't know anything more than there was a confrontation, right? 2 confrontations.
And while these are good first steps, they say they're just that, first steps. And they say these men need to be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
And that I really hope that my friend's life ended for something amazing to begin. I hope this is the beginning of change, real change, not the change that they promise us for years and years, and it takes generations to come. No, I hope this brings reform specifically to the city of Memphis.
Now, just to be clear, these are employment violations. Right now, no criminal charges have been filed. If they do come, they'll come from the Shelby County District Attorney once the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation wraps up their investigation. For now, reporting live downtown, I'm Ashley Paul, WREG News, Channel 3.
All right, thank you, Ashley. WREG checked each officer's background and found no infractions against any of them until now. Officer Desmond Miles Jr. was hired in March of 2017. He's been on the force for a little less than 6 years. Officers Emmett Martin and Justin Smith both started in March of 2018, giving them just under 5 years in uniform. And officers Tadarius Bean and Demetrius Haley were hired August of 2020. That's about 2.5 years on the police force. Well, investigators have video of the arrest, but they say it will not be made public until the family of Tyre Nichols sees it first. The family has hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump to represent them. Crump says he will hold a news conference Monday afternoon with the family here in Memphis, and we will be there to cover it. Crump released the statement tonight. Tyre's family in supporting the department's decision to terminate the 12 officers who brutalized him. This is the first step towards achieving justice for Tyre and his family. You want to stay with News Channel 3 for continuing coverage as we work to learn more about the officers who were fired and as we wait for the video to be released next week. Stay informed with News Channel 3's newscast and our webpage and with the WREG app.
We gonna spin this ride. We gonna spin this ride.
Yeah. Oh my god, man.
Okay, thoughts on everything we just heard.
Yeah, them not having no options or anything like that says a lot, dog. Like, that says a lot. As an officer, that's something you, as a good cop at that, that's something you will pride yourself on. You know what I mean? And then to just spoil your reputation like that amongst 5 other black officers, like, that sounds like something was hung over their head type shit.
Yeah.
Either that or I'm with
you. Roll, do it.
Nobody just does that.
You hear me? I said Roland Martin would have did it.
What's that? What?
He would have whooped it.
Hey, Roland Martin be sitting there. He be trying to fight with his chubby ass, don't he? Yeah, the nigga ain't got no motherfucking neck. He be on it. Hey, you. Nah, man. My
ass got up.
Hey, he ass got it up, boy.
Ain't he?
Make sure my ass got straight.
Oh, shit. This shit funny as hell, dog. No, man, with this situation, I really do think that there's something behind. There's 2 things I want to say. I think this is some blue gang shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I also believe that somewhere down the line, just because it's just growing on me away. This shit was some kind of rites of passage for them inside of that shit. If you notice, they said no criminal things have been brought. There still haven't been no criminal charges brought against them. You know what I'm saying? Even though they just released the body cam footage. Now, they was fired for work violations.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say, just like Drib just said, they don't say, hey, you got 18 months, you got such and such. 2 years, ain't nobody gonna remember their names.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna think about them. They're gonna come back, and I believe they might have even been promised fast track, or they might have even been promised certain things in certain areas. Oh, well, this place needed police chief, because let's not forget, Memphis, Tennessee, the more you go down south, the more small ass towns you get, and you run across that be in cahoots with each other, and they talk to each other and shit.
Getting paid triple.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it might be something going on. These 2 years, you can come back with your experience that you already got. We're going to forget about this and that. We'll get that expunged, whatever, whoop-de-wop, then you'll just be able to come in the office here. You'll be able to come in and be the chief.
You killed somebody? Oh,
right.
We do that all the time around here.
Right. Because you like to kill niggas like we like to kill niggas. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna fast track you. We're gonna get you situated. You're gonna be the chief of this city right here. That's a lifetime office. You can have that.
If criminal charges don't get brought up, that has to be what that is, bro.
Man, listen, got to be. I don't know. I wasn't looking at this shit right here.
Just mad all the time. Nigga, fix your eyebrows.
Man, bro.
Guy.
You already know.
Receives a $100,000 settlement.
Hold on.
Because he was.
No, hold on. This nigga's mustache is wild.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You gotta see.
Wow, cuz.
You gotta see his old picture, his Malcolm Little picture when he was a thug.
When he was a gangster.
Oh man.
Man,
put that shit up in the group chat.
Flagrant.
Put that shit up in the group chat, cause that shit
wow.
Yeah, he was physically assaulted by the police. It's called excessive force.
But all in all, man, rest in peace to Tyre, and we hope something happen. We do hope something happen on that. Listen, I ain't want to close out without saying that, man. We do hope that they
we do hope we get that justice. Yeah, I just hope even though with all that conspiracy that I just spewed, it's
right.
I still want justice for him, just because I feel like I think it's some other shit. It's not that I don't want to take away from the fact that this man lost his life over some bullshit.
Over some straight bullshit, man. Some shit that could have been avoided. Some shit that was unnecessary. Just downright fucking sinister. My nigga, that shit was sinister. That shit was fucked up, man. What a fucking world we have motherfucking created, my nigga. What have we done? Like, what the fuck is going on, my nigga? Shit crazy. Anyway, on to a little bit of justice.
Settlement. Because he was physically assaulted by the police. It's called excessive force. Let's go ahead and go to the video. Here it is.
How you doing, sir? Good. How about you? You good?
What that mean? What that mean? You just said.
What's up? What you up to? I'm gonna pat you down real quick, all right?
I ain't doing that.
Hey, Dunk.
Where? What are you doing?
I'm gonna pat you down real quick. If you're not going handcuffs if you don't stop.
I'm not even doing nothing.
Okay.
Bro, come on, man. I ain't even doing
415, let me step it up. He's running. I dislocated my shoulder. Get on the ground! He's grabbing his back left.
They like run, Junebug.
Wait, man.
You may be asking, well, what crime did the young man commit? None.
Your boy.
Nothing. Cops found nothing. The young man received a $100,000 payout because of the incompetence, the criminality of that cop. Put up the picture of the young man. This is a screenshot of a move by the cop where he's trying to literally subdue this young person who committed no crime. That's the beginning of it, all right? This was in Durham. The cop, whose name is Michael McGlasson, grabbed the young Tony Scott Jr. after wrongly suspecting the teen of drug possession. Let me say this. There's a lot of commentary that comes after these segments. Some will say, well, he was obviously doing something illegal. He ran. Why did he run? I want to help somebody here. I mentor a lot of young black men. They're afraid. They're authentically, genuinely afraid. They literally believe at times they are going to be set up by the police. Why? Because the police do that. Yeah, it happens. They believe they're going to be beaten up by the police for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Why would they believe that? Because the cops do that and get away with it.
They getting the most.
And they do it to a much larger degree than it is ever recorded. So in local communities, these things are happening at a level that would significantly change your opinion about why a young black male would run from the cops. The city of Durham has now paid out money, $100,000 to be exact, to the Scott family. Last month effectively ended the lawsuit against them. A spokesperson for the city told Atlanta Black Star, this settlement payment to Tony Scott Jr. is not an admission of wrongdoing.
Get the fuck out of here.
The city executes and will perform the settlement agreement solely to avoid the inconvenience, burden, and expense of continued litigation.
Never heard
the statement continued.
The
police did not immediately return request for comment. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about defunding the police, that's insane. How you actually defund the police, by having cops who engage in activity like this, activity antithetical to the policy, activity against the standards of their own industry. Now, the city comes out with spin. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, if the city could defend this, they would, if for nothing else to make an example. If they could defend it in front of members of a jury or even a judge, they would, in order to set an example. They could not defend this. I don't give a damn what they say. Court documents allege that the Durham police, Officer Michael McGlasson, responded to a call that someone was selling drugs in the store. So he just assumed it was him. McGlasson's body camera video captures the moment he enters the store, filled with a group of teenagers. He walked towards Scott, who is seen standing at the cash register. He was wearing what appears to be a Letterman jacket with his last name stitched on the front. McGlasson asked him, what are you up to? Before Scott had a chance to reply, the officer said, I'm going to pat you down real quick. Yep. A hesitant Scott says to the officer, I didn't even do nothing. What are you doing? As the officer grabs Scott's arm, he threatens the team by saying, you're going in handcuffs if you don't stop. He started grabbing me hard and harder and got a hold of me and threw me, Scott Jr. recounted during an interview with the News and Observer newspaper. The officer then slammed Scott onto the floor. Police found no drugs, none. Police found no weapons, none. But arrested him anyway. On what? On 2 felony assault charges. The charges were for assaulting a police officer and assault causing serious bodily injury. To throw somebody around like that, a slim and skinny little boy, he needs counseling. He should not be a police officer, Tony Scott Sr. told WTVD. Scott Jr. told the affiliate, McGlasson did not explain why he wanted to search him. If the police would have come to him in a calm manner and not aggressive, I'm sure none of this would have happened, Scott Sr. said. And he's right. You know, he knows. Explain it. But there's this assumption. Keep in mind, when assumptions like this are made, the individual on the other side of the assumption, especially if they are aware of how police can conduct themselves in certain circumstances, if you are posed that question, you already think it's a setup. Especially if you are a young man, you think it's a setup. And hell, it could be sometimes. All right, David, thoughts here.
A couple of things. First of all, in terms of you need probable cause, right, in order to be able to effect a search on somebody. A phone call saying that, well, somebody's doing drugs in the store without providing any sort of description, without providing, any details is not enough then. In most courts, I would imagine, and I've seen before, most courts would not say that's enough in order for a police officer to randomly pick out whoever he wants to pick out and start to do a search. Secondly, there has to be some consent for a search. And if there's a lack of consent, the officer is still obligated to say, here's why I'm doing this. You can't just say, I'm going to search you just because you want to. Yeah. So everything was sort of stacked up here, I think, in favor of him getting this settlement. I think the police officer should be fired. And clearly, as you point out, the city wouldn't settle unless it was obvious that they were going to lose in court. So why is on the city to try to save some money? I just think the police department now, the ball's in their court. They need to get rid of this officer.
That's right. Well said. Or he will continue to defund the police. Yeah. Right.
I think that shit crazy, dog. I don't know, man. Hey, all the points they made was true, man. Them niggas went. I think they shortchanged the little nigga, honestly.
Hell yeah.
100K ain't shit.
Ain't shit.
Yeah, he definitely could have got more.
He could have got some meal. He got thrown onto the floor. What was so funny though is that the nigga got up out of there, and they was like, "Run, Joe!" He's running.
Got the fuck up out of there.
My nigga got the fuck up. T. Scott.
Fuck up out of there.
Big ups, my nigga. I fought the law and I won.
You feel me?
Yeah, you feel me? Cause he did. You deserve that. That nigga threw you. You know you ain't big as a minute. That little nigga was so little. Man, ain't had no. And you know that police was fat as hell. You could hear it when he started running out the store. Right. He pulled the pipe out and everything.
Everything, my nigga.
Had little niggas in there talking about, oh!
Yeah, crap.
They definitely was in there like,
oh man, this shit crazy, man. I be trying to stay up with a lot of this shit, man, but these young niggas, this hip hop shit, I don't know. I guess they done caught another snitch. A nigga done 1090 Jake done released it. Shout out to 1090 Jake. He done released a little video of interrogation of some nigga named Boston Richie. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna dig into this, but we ain't gonna play all of it. We're just gonna play a couple of these little sections because there's some funny stuff in here of how this nigga. First off, the whole thing starts off funny as hell. How he just starts snitching off top, and these is the niggas you niggas like to hang around, man. These is y'all little homies, man. This is what happened when you niggas get in jail, go to jail, dog.
This thing that you're talking about Slug and this guy being in this old lady's house and them having a problem in the house and Slug getting out of there. Yeah. That whole thing comes from Lexus's sister-in-law. That's where it comes from. From her husband Eddie. That's where it comes from.
No, her husband, the dude Eddie, told him that.
And I can't get nobody to figure out or even ask the question of Eddie or whoever, where this supposedly happened at, who the old lady was, which old lady, whose house was it. Nobody will tell me.
Cause you ain't talking to the right people. It was supposed to be Eddie.
Do you give a shit?
Yes, I care. That's my cousin.
Well, then why don't you go out and find out?
I'm trying to. I'm hearing so many stories. We call you. Everything we hear, we tell you. It's my motherfucking cousin. I got this man's name on my neck. This man wore my clothes. This man slept on my floor with me in my room. Every time I bought something, this man bought something. Nobody give a fuck about this man, about me and my brother. I hang with this man every day, man.
Hey, that nigga giving it up, boy. You can hear the nigga's voice.
I care about my cousin, man. This man on my neck, man. This man on my neck. This man slept while I slept. This man slept on the same bed all on my floor. This man wore my shoes. This man, these same clothes I got on right now, this man don't wear them. This is my motherfucking brother, man. Didn't nobody take him in like when my brother took him in. And my mom,
They're trying to figure out
I'm
what
telling you, man.
Day one.
I'm trying everything I know. I'm telling y'all.
But you just told us we're talking to the wrong people, and all you call
I'm
and you get
saying y'all talking to the wrong people. They scared to talk to y'all, man. Y'all supposed to be out everybody. Everything I'm here, I'm telling y'all, man. What you mean? Do I care? This is my motherfucking cousin. You know I care, man. You know I care, bro. If I was man, bro, if I was this shit, man, I would've sent, man. I got me fucked up, man. This is my cousin. What y'all mean don't care, man? My motherfucking blood cousin, man. Ain't nobody took care of this man like me and my mom and my brother. The man stayed with us, man.
The problem that we had.
Yeah, come on, bro.
From the get-go, the very problem we had is we weren't getting straight answers from nobody because y'all was trying to protect your dad. Y'all was probably trying to
protect him for what? Protect him for what?
The warrant.
Protect him. He didn't have no warrant.
Your dad didn't have a warrant?
No, he didn't have no warrant.
You talk.
How? We just called the mail buzz when he said my dad didn't have no warrant like 2 days before this happened. Man, I got me fucked up. That's my cousin, man. I was on some whole ass shit, man. I got me fucked all the way.
So where's this old lady's house and all this supposed to went down?
Y'all ain't talking to this man, whoever Eddie Butler, whoever Eddie Butler is.
Eddie Butler.
This man say, I guess that's his mama. Whoever house it was at, there was another boy, a red cat with dreads. And some had to went on by M's, because my cousin used to smoke M's every now and then. And some went on by M's. Oh, you gotta ask them, man. We called out. Nick Robertson told him about the same thing, man. Come on, man. I got man fucked up, man.
But do you understand we're not down?
Let's skip to this.
My name is Jennifer.
Let's hit this part up right here. We're gonna
Beef is when you dislike somebody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's beef.
They want that though?
He said to bring it to you. Beef is when you like somebody.
Uh-oh.
What about it?
Tell me about him. Tell me about your relationship.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block that night.
From D Block. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Calm down and tell me.
What you mean tell you, man?
What do you mean from D Block that night?
Okay, we was slide. We was slide my uncle out of the race car. Me and the 2 chicks and my brother. We was slide. I don't really know the accurate place where we went. We slid through Joe Rules. I don't know what night. I think it was it had to be the weekend, Friday, Saturday, or something like that.
The same weekend of the shooting?
No, this like
months ago.
This like 2 months ago.
Okay.
So we slide, feel me? We just slide. We just vibing, and we pulled up on D Block where my homegirl be at. So we hollered at her. Bum. It was some fruit cats on the porch. I don't really know. I know he was one of them. So we just slide. We pulled right on D Block. We hollered like, man, what's up? What we finna do tonight? We finna turn up this and that.
Yeah.
Like yeah, we finna turn up this and that. Boom. He walked to the car. When he walked to the car, it's like, if you know the house, it's a fence, you feel me? Mm-hmm. He walked to the fence, boom, we rapping. Me and girl still rapping. The girl rolled down the window, boom. So, I don't know what she was saying. I don't know what he did or what he said, but the girl in the back, like, boy, why you stay doing the most type shit? Like, cause he kind of slow a little bit. The girl like, why you stay doing? He be popping jiggle like on drugs, like, you feel me? Yeah. So the girl like, what you got going on? You feel me? Why you doing the most like that? He like, cuz man, you know how the niggas side of town be. Yeah, you know how the niggas how they feel. This and that, the third. You feel me? So she like, yeah, he did the most. So. I don't know. I don't know what he said, but I said something to him like, bro, ain't nothing like. I'm something like, bro, ain't none of that. What you got going on? You feel me? I mean, nigga ain't on that type of time. You feel me? Like, bro, you feel that way, something like that. And we slid. Mom, that was it. And that's not beef to me.
Is Is this the one that pulled out the gun?
I ain't know he ain't pulled no gun, but he was just like, kept putting up his pen like, yeah, cause you know them niggas from your side of town, how they feel, you know, this and that. Man, bro, all that shit, though, we ain't trying to hear that, bro. We ain't coming with.
Who's the girl?
It's a girl named Javia.
Say it again?
LaJavia.
LaJavia?
Yeah.
You know her last name?
I think.
You still seeing her?
No, she's a homegirl. She's our friend.
He said, I'm trying to think.
Yeah. It's LA. Start left. That's her name.
What's her last name?
I think Hill.
Hill?
Yeah.
Does she still have issues with him?
Nah, it wasn't never no issue.
Yeah.
She was just like, why you stay doing the most? Like, bro, it's Tallahassee. Everybody know everybody's smart. Why you stay doing the most? Like, what for? Them niggas over there ain't worried about you, this and that. But it was that, and we slid. We slid. It was just that. And like beef, my point of beef, beef is if we finna fight, we don't fight this and that. Every time we see each other, it's finna go down. Like something finna happen.
What do you know his name as?
Wig.
Wig.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
You got any issues with any of Wig's friends?
No.
No run-ins? I'm not saying beef. I'm not saying even the littlest thing. You got any? How about anybody named Rio?
Rio.
Thank you.
Nah, it's on
I might know.
No, I know all of them, but I know Rio, but nah, man, that's the only incident ever really happened, like what just happened, what I'm saying, like, one time, like, you stay doing the most with all this back, like, it ain't no pressure like that,
right?
Ain't no, you still, what?
Did you ever see them down in Bond?
In Bond?
They ever come down Key Street area, him and his group, or they always stay up there, or what?
It's something to do what happened at night. It's people say from I don't really heard a lot of stuff. I just discern between which I think true, which I don't heard the most from the most people. All type of stuff like that. Well, I don't heard like other shit. And the dude that they say, the red dude, whoever the red dude is, they say Slug was walking with that person. And the people, it's a dude Slug smoked L's with. He was like, I seen the dude they said did it. I seen Slug with him. They were smoking L's together or whatever, whatnot. But I know for a fact, like, they said he was with him. And then, like, dude, when I heard the Eddie Butler story, that just put me like in the most situation, like, y'all might not think it, but I'm thinking like that might be kind of true, cause when they said, I heard it was a white car, but at nighttime, you know, a white car can look different. But when I'm here, like, I heard Eddie Butler say something went on with his dude, something went on with they dude, with the dude at their mama house by some M's. I guess they were smoking some M's. Or did some M's, I don't know what. All of them smoke M's to me, but I guess they were smoking M's, some popped off. Dude pulled out the gun. He pulled out the gun, feel me? Slug was supposed to be like, slid out the door or some shit like, hell no, but y'all tripping, I ain't got shit to do with this. And probably slid back to the house, bombing, feel me? So that's what Eddie Butler telling Lex's girlfriend's sister this, you feel me? Right. So I guess he telling us that. And then it just put my head together. He said it was I don't remember if he said, I don't know, but I don't remember what he said, what the dude, if he knew the dude, but he was like, yeah, the light-skinned dude with dreads that was at his mama's house. But they just put me together. The dude, they said it was a dude named Jarrell. And we know him way back. But again, they were heard like, oh yeah, the nigga cut his hair off and went back to Orlando. They said it was a gray car. So I'm just saying, I sit back and I think Jarrell and Eddie do hang. And they said it was a tall red dude with tattoos and a short dude. Eddie's short and dark skinned. Jarrell tall and light skinned with dreads. But we know this. Me and my brother don't know this. My mama don't know this, but they don't know we know. So I'm just saying, like, damn, this gotta be him. And why Jarrell, and why he ain't been around? He come through Key Street, he smoke M's too. He come through Key Street. I'm trying to tell you something. What it was. It was something happened, but his mama got the gray car he was saying something about. His mama got the motherfucking gray Charger or something like that. But he disappeared. But it's just like
who's Jarrell's mama?
I don't know, she stayed like alright, you go by the Meadows. You know where the Meadows at? And you know the roundabout? The roundabout, if you go this way, it's gonna be like a store right here, but you don't go that way, you go all the way around the roundabout, and you go this way, where you keep doing another one. Then it's like a gray Charger, like a truck in the road. But that, I heard that, Mom. I just set that to the side, because that sounds kind of true. But then I go
But you're telling me if it was Jarrell, that Eddie knows Jarrell.
Yeah, he know Jarrell.
So he would just say Jarrell, wouldn't he?
Huh?
He would just say Jarrell, wouldn't he?
But then again, this one I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't think cause he was like, but we know for a fact, the reason we know they hang, because Eddie gave him, his mama gave him, and the nigga Jarrell gave him, so I know for a fact they hang. This one just trying to piece together, but then again on that story, bro, that's another story. That's another story I heard that I keep that right now because I know because it sounds kind of true. But then I take it back. Then I take it back to the first story we hear about the red car with Miami about him. Yep. And I'm telling y'all, this is why I know he got something to do.
I'm telling y'all. Yeah, you will.
This was day before
Don't set this to the side because this is what I know because it sounds kind of true.
Because it sounds kind of true.
But the first night Slug died and they had to kill him like that day. He came back like, yo, bro, we need to go over there. I know who people did it, this and that. I know who did it. But he was like on some itching, like fidgety, like trying to put it off on somebody so whoever did it can't be like, oh, Miami got something to do with it too. So after that, he cut his hair all bald head, Miami. But I seen Miami yesterday. We seen him walking right going on my way to my house. We seen him walking. We at the start sign, the barbershop right here. It's me, Jonathan, and my brother in the car. He beat. Automatically would come here walking away when he fidgety, he turned around the other way. Jonathan beat the horn in Miami. He looked like this, but like threw his head up like this, like kept walking with his head down like that, like he didn't want to look us in our eyes. But I used to be in the streets heavy, and I know how to read body language, and I know when somebody don't did something, because they guilty, your conscience will kill you. Your guilty conscience will kill you. And he like what up, bro? Type joint, but he not that type of person. He like,
boy, this a new level of
shit. What's up with the food?
Yeah, I got
it's that, but he kept walking. So, but then that, like, I know y'all probably heard about the white Buick. All that they were saying was the white Buick. But they would catch me.
White Buick.
Lexus.
Y'all heard about the white Buick.
Let me stop you real quick. Who exactly is saying the white Buick?
Miami.
This
is where the white Buick come from the night Slug died.
Miami said the white Buick.
Yeah, the night one out there, Officer Nick Roberts was like, he heard a police officer somebody say, oh, it was a white Buick or a white car. That was Miami talking to my dad. Don't you feel me? We were sitting on the porch. He automatically was sitting on the porch, but they were like after the fact.
Yeah.
Like this was right before they told us he was already pronounced dead. But this one, like all the scene, it cleared out a little bit, but it's still Officer Hill just, you feel me, doing all that. He walked up. Miami walked up like, oh man, I gotta tell you something. But damn, some shit like that, not right now, you feel me? I'm trying to see what's up with nephew, but I know, you need to hear this,
Right.
But he said he seen, alright, well, Ernest's mama stayed up here, bro. So he said he seen the white Buick and the nigga, the tall red nigga. Well, I'm finna tell you, y'all might need to go shoot because there might be some good information. Miami said the dude had a gun right here. You know how you got right here you lift up, but you got to stay from the seat there. He had his gun right here, slide film. But he just said he talked to him and stopped to talk to him. But what we were saying was a tall red dude, dark skinned dude, and a female.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't
with
slide
the white Buick with no tents on it. Day before yesterday, we was at the marathon. Oh, let me tell you what my cousin said. I think it was last night. And he overtold the girl like, yo, they say you had something to do with the shooting, did that? Girl like, yo, dude,
let me tell you what my cousin said.
But he be in Alpine, you know Alpine that? He be in Alpine, the dude that said he got something to do it, but he was like, man, you know they just kicked my mama house in looking for me. He already got outstanding warrants on him here. But go to the marathon, I think the night before yesterday, at the marathon was a white brood with no tents, with a red dude in it, a tall red dude, a short dark skinned dude with a female in it. At the marathon, the day before yesterday, or the day before that, but go there, it was around like 3 o'clock in the morning. We went to the marathon, jumping the ring. And Joe stopped to it like, bro, look at this shit, like, this that car ain't it? And it fit the description, and they went back to Alpine Way. But this where they supposed to be at. And this was the story. That's the first story I'm hearing. When Miami like, yo, bro, going Alpine, you will see him. Going Alpine, you gonna see him, bro. You gonna see him, this and that, you feel me? So that gotta be, I don't know.
You never saw Slug with the red skin guy though?
Like I say, Slow Smoke M's, he be with a lot of people. That's why I say we try to take him in, but like, cuz, you want us to buy some.
This a whole new level of snitching, man.
The beard.
Weed, smoke some weed, just to get you high, like, but we don't need you out here smoking no M's, like, this ain't nothing, this ain't. All of y'all talked to him already? But Miami saying, you can ask my brother, my mama, he telling us face to face, this is what he done told us. Bro, I seen that white brood, and that dude had a gun in it. This is what he telling us for a fact. He said he seen it with his own 2 eyes.
And he described the male as?
He said a red tall dude. Matter of fact, Quentin, his name Quentin. The dude named Quentin, the red dude that put the bed Alpine, his name Quentin. They call him Quentin. He red Quentin, he red. That's the nigga name, his name Quentin. I tried to look him up on Facebook, but I ain't find nobody other Quentin. His name Quentin though.
Okay. And that's the guy that, did Miami say Quentin?
Miami said Quentin, he said another name, but
why do he know everybody?
He said Quentin Rocco, but I don't know about no name Rocco. Rocky, but I don't know. But the dude Quentin, this him. That's nigga, this red nigga. I know for a fact his name Quentin, but I can't just be like, find him on Facebook. I don't know where he at, but I know they say he be in Alpine. I see him 2 nights ago for a fact. I know there was this dude right here, cause it's just like I see him like over here in the white brook. This the dude Quentin right here. This him. He jumped in the car and I told him he went back down Lake Bradford, cause I stay right there. But so we drove around Lake Bradford and they went down they turned right there on whatever the street is, right going to Alpine.
How do you know his name's Quentin?
Cause it's what everybody telling us. Leslie's baby mama, she staying Alpine or what being Alpine. I don't know if she exactly stay out there, but this what they're saying. Like we been heard his name from the get go. This what Miami told us, like, oh bro, the nigga quit. They did it, bro. I know for a fact. I know for a fact. Quentin did it. I mean, yeah, Quentin, that's his name. But I know for a fact his name Quentin.
Okay.
I don't know what I shouted out. His name Quentin. That's his name. Y'all can't bring up no picture of him.
And he's a tall, light skin.
Yeah, I'm ready to snitch.
I know he got some tattoos on his arm.
Picture of photo.
Y'all can't bring up no picture.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Give me a minute.
I'm ready to tell.
Okay. I'll be back.
Alright.
Not a shadow of a doubt.
I'm ready to tell.
When they gonna have this nigga on first 48?
This nigga ready to tell, boy.
Look, he crying. He already know. That nigga done pulled the snitch 9, dog. This is worse than 6 9.
Man.
This is, like I said, I ain't never seen nothing this horrible in my life. This nigga just dropped so many names. This nigga just asked for a picture so he could identify somebody.
Hold on. Let me tell.
Yeah. Hold on. You might want to hold on that. Not hold on that.
Yeah, he told him to hold on to that information, my nigga.
Yes. Because that sound like the truth.
That sound like the truth right there. Hold on to that info.
I know it for a shadow of a doubt. It ain't
That's
Quint.
some good.
It ain't Quint. It
That's
ain't
some.
Quint.
That's some good intel I'm giving you right here.
Right. This shit is hilarious. Look at this nigga body language. I'm glad they got this little gap there like that. This, well, that silence is gold.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga, man. And it's funny because, like, if you really think about it, half the shit he telling them, other than sitting here and literally IDing motherfuckers, it's really all hearsay and shit. Because he keeps saying, this what I'm told, this what they told me, this what they tell, they said. That's what he keeps saying, like, and it's just like, but it's like you taking everything anybody saying out there. That's why I said, man, I just pray for that nigga on the streets that he be on. If he ain't got enough money to get the fuck on up out of there where he at now,
Gonna look ugly.
pray for that young man's soul, man. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. The streets don't issue their own justice. Everybody has seen this.
Everybody.
Everybody. This shit done went fucking viral in the last couple of days. Finna speed this shit up real quick. But honestly, I don't even need to hear no more. This shit. That shit is crazy.
Start your printing business today.
They come back with the picture. Now you know it.
Oh, they got the pick for him, my nigga.
They got the pick.
Max, you shall receive.
I think that's that nigga.
That's that nigga.
I think that's him.
You got a skinny face like that?
You got a skinny neck too.
Not that.
No, that ain't him.
I don't remember niggas that well.
I was skinny face with a skinny neck and nigga.
And who's Quentin? Does Quentin know?
Huh?
What would his beef be with Sluggy? You know something you didn't tell me?
Nah, they dealing M's. And he dealing M's too. But I don't like you say, well, he'll be Slugger. I don't know him. He don't know me. From that was really my first time seeing him like this.
And this name came from Miami.
That name came from Miami. That name came from Lexus people, not his girlfriend, but his baby mama. Though, you know, he got a girlfriend and a baby mama. That came from Miami. Lexus people. This the name been flowing around. I'm like, Quinn.
You know he got a girlfriend and a baby mama.
Miami told me that was no, bro. That was a nigga in the white bird, bro. He ain't had the pistol right here.
The white bird.
I knew for a fact, dude. Miami told us. And then that's when he disappeared, and we just seen him like night before yesterday, or the day before that. Everyone told me we seen him walking. I know for a fact that man had something to do with it.
Okay. All right. Anything else I haven't asked you?
Let me
While
see.
we're together, that you could tell me right now.
He literally said, "Let me see."
Did he? And he really thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I left out? I told him about Pookie now. Told him about
Right.
Trisha now.
Yeah, he literally running down the list.
Yeah. Told him about Fine Boom Boom.
Talk about that. Talk about that white beard.
Yeah, but you guys see Boom Boom and you don't call us.
We seen Boom Boom one time. I just told Mr. Nick Roberts, we seen her one time she only come out like 2 or 3, and you gotta be by the speed store, like right there by that barbershop and speed store where they be tricking that. So I don't see her. I don't see her. Everybody keep jamming. I do this though. Everybody saying she was at the gate when they was walking up.
Yeah.
She seen
we've
some.
been looking for Boom Boom. We're out there all the time looking
She
for
got
Boom
some.
Boom.
She knows some. Everybody. She know the answer to what everybody.
The only way we're
looking
gonna find Boom Boom is if somebody calls us when Boom Boom shows up and don't tell her.
Yeah,
you just.
Cause I told you from the incident. After the incident, I only see her one time. And then I didn't know she was wanted and all that.
It's not even that. We just
I wanted to talk to her. I seen her one time, but this was everybody say, but Boom Boom seen it. She seen everything go down. She know who it was. All this she knew. She said she knew who it was. So she.
I mean, when you talk to your family that's out there, I mean, you need to make sure they understand.
I was telling her me and my brother had looked for her, but she ain't been around. She usually be around.
Yeah.
She usually be walking around.
I'm just saying you need to stress that to your family that they see her walking down the street or something. That we need to know.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So wait, is this? So wait, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
No matter what, you don't think we do care. We haven't stopped.
I know. It's just hard on us too.
I know.
Boston
we
and
understand that. But we gotta work together. That's the only way this thing's gonna work.
Whatever I know, y'all know. I ain't like.
I know.
Ain't no need to say every person we see, we hear, and this what they say. Cause it's just y'all gonna get overwhelmed with it. We air story we hear, we call it, okay, we heard this story. This another story.
But you never know when it's gonna work out. I mean, you gave me about 5 today.
We just keep this story, then y'all be like, man, we keep.
Yeah, but what if it's the right story? You know?
Right there.
Right about that.
Let us know if you hear anything.
Man, I'm so done with this shit, man. Yo. Y'all gotta let me know in the comments what y'all think of this crazy shit we just watched, man. That shit.
Nah, that shit is crazy.
Listen, man. Y'all niggas need to stop hanging with niggas, man. Period, point blank. All this stuff y'all doing, I'm not even just saying that. I'm not even condoning none of this bullshit goofiness. I'm just saying this is what niggas do right here as soon as the fucking tables turn and then people with them badges and them handcuffs get on their ass. When they start putting their foot on his neck, look how comfortable this nigga is just telling him the whole hood business.
Alright, so since this shit been made public or whatever, he had a little interview with academics. And his response was, hold on.
Oh boy.
The nigga said, in my city, this shit ain't even no big situation because everybody know about this shit. So as I'm getting interviewed, this like my second time being interviewed. So now I'm just like on some shit like y'all tripping me and bro and had a situation, but that shit I know for a fact this man ain't killed my cousin. I don't know who killed this man. We giving him the whole runaround. That shit was a goose chase, like me and my whole interview, bro. He continued by saying no one involved in that incident ended up being charged with any crime and that Ricci was feeding the police fake information just to get out the situation. While I'm in an interview and I was on the way to jail, I had already got hit with 2 new charges and I'm out on bond for a pistol charge, all type of shit. So they pressuring me the whole week while they're coming by like, oh yeah, you gonna get hit with a RICO charge because we know your cousin got killed behind your incident with Mr. Wiggins. There are so many niggas that don't know what the true definition of snitching and what ain't snitching. Niggas do too much. Bruh, I've been going to jail since I was damn near 12. Why the fuck am I going to tell a nigga I know ain't going to jail for? This situation ain't even got nothing to do with me at all. I got people I don't even know trolling. They ain't one street nigga that hit my phone and be like, "Hey, your boy told." Fuck, I gotta look. Hold on. He said, "Fuck, I look. Fuck, I look like getting took off of the tour. I'm locked in getting this music and the album." Somebody must have said he probably about to get kicked off the tour or some shit. But anyway, of course you gonna say that shit, nigga. Of course you gonna backpedal that shit. Especially now where Gunna and his shit, everybody looking, calling people snitches and shit. Nigga, that is snitching, and I don't give a fuck if you was giving them the whole runaround. Look how cooperative you is, bro. That is snitching. She knew the people's name, so how? Okay, you're telling the officer that has a case and has a few names. You're giving them their names and you're confirming the names, regardless if you giving the runaround or not. You still giving the names, which is snitching.
Right.
Facts. And on top of that, he's sitting up there telling them shit that they ain't even asked for. He's giving them information. Y'all might want to take this because this what I feel. This sound like it's true. This what happened. Y'all take like
Right.
this nigga just giving them whole shit. Like she just sat there and said, "You just gave me 5 motherfucking stories, 5 different angles of the situation." Like these niggas, man, they are some slick talkers. They think they is. They talk that slick shit to these kids, but we know. I know better. No police just lets you out and you ain't got nothing and ain't nobody charged with nothing or on the run or being looked.
Yeah, and you got 2 charges they put on you on top of a gun charge.
So why you ain't in jail? What you out
Why
on
you ain't
bond?
in jail then? Yeah.
Like we know how this shit work, little boy.
It's all right, man.
Niggas, man.
Yeah, it's all right, man. All right. You didn't want to go to jail, dog. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand, my nigga. I completely get it, but at the end of the day, that's what that is, man. You snitched.
Facts. You snitched on everything. Just for the simple fact he sat up there and was like, Miami and such and such, they be smoking M's. They be smoking M's together. They be dealing M's too. He be over there because they be selling M's, on the block. They got, like you just told the whole operation. Over there,
She knew.
stripping there.
She knew about the white beard.
Yeah.
She knew about the white beard.
I cried.
You ain't see the white beard on the whole stroll? No, she don't be out there unless the hose is out. That's when you can get her. When the hose is out, you can go over there and get her.
White beard.
Yeah, that white beard. Just pull up with your white beard. She gonna jump in the bottom of the passenger seat.
White beard.
Hit the horn 2 times.
Boom. What's it called? What was it? Boom boom. Boony.
Yeah, boom boom. The girl, yeah, boom boom. Where boom boom at? She on the whole stroll. We on over there we be tricking at? Yeah, over there, yeah, down 4th to 5th.
The whole stroll.
The roundabout go like this and then they come back around and go down over here. That's where that nigga mama stay. It's a car in the road.
He gave up the stroll, bro. That's some extra hating snitching ass shit. You snitched on the tricking and
you cock block.
That's crazy, cuz.
You cock block, man. A lot of them niggas ain't gonna get they fixed this weekend.
That's crazy, cuz.
That's gonna be a whole bunch of angry ass white men and politicians and shit in the damn and truckers and construction workers.
Politicians definitely gonna be salty.
With their balls on blue.
Man.
Cause you done fucked up the whole stroll.
Come on, cuz.
Trying to give out somebody that's insignificant to the case. Cause Boom Boom said she seen it.
I was just about to say that. All right, now look, you giving out some fake names. You giving out a runaround. Okay, you giving them the runaround. There's a simpler way of not to give them the runaround. Shutting the fuck up.
That part.
You ain't gotta answer none of that shit. It ain't a lawyer in sight, bro. And you just talking.
Running off at the motherfucking jibber jabbers, man. This motherfucking crazy, man.
Damn, boy. You know you done fucked up, right?
Right. She need to hang that light down a little lower. You know you fucked up, don't you? Look at the expression, the bridge, the nose bridge grab. Oh
man, yeah. Oh man, I'm giving up. This shit is exhausting, boy.
I gotta get this accurate.
That's that. No, he holding his head like I've been holding this in for so long. Oh, I couldn't wait to get this out of there.
I'll fucking cry, dog. This shit.
Okay.
Man, well, shit.
Like I said, dog. I understand. Niggas don't be wanting to go to jail. I don't go to jail. That's why I tell my niggas, if you gonna do some shit around me, don't call me.
Yeah. Leave me up out of it.
Leave me the fuck up out of it. I'm not. That don't mean I'm just. Hey, I'm that nigga that's gonna snitch on you. I'm not going to jail though for you. Why would you put your nigga in that situation in the first place though?
Yeah.
I'm never will put my nigga in a situation where he got to choose between our friendship and jail.
Yeah. That's not a friend.
That ain't a friend, bro.
That ain't a friend, man. That's a motherfucking scapegoat. Cody.
Cody, boy.
Straight Cody, man. Cause that shit ridiculous, man. Y'all, we done reached a whole new level, y'all.
Man.
Reached a whole new level, man. This is
gonna tell. That's that gonna tell, boy.
This is ridiculous, man. But shit, man, we finna end this shit off. Go ahead, Tom.
The difference between 6ix9ine situation though and 6ix9ine and Gunna, the difference between them two is 6ix9ine was what's the word I'm looking for? A
victim.
No, well technically he was, but that's not what I was about to say.
He definitely was a victim.
His persona was he's not a street nigga.
No.
So he's being paid to portray that.
To be a clown.
So he's not from that cloth. He may know some of the, you know what I mean, throughout the coming up of him being 6ix9ine, he may know some of the code or whatever. He don't know that shit. He didn't live that shit. That nigga was protected through all of that. Regardless of if he was in the gang or not, he was still protected through all that. You know what I mean? Different with Gunna though. That nigga kind of knows what the fuck is going on, dog.
That nigga took an L for plea to where he said, "Yeah, I know shit was going on, but I wasn't doing it."
Right.
That's basically what that plea say.
Mm-hmm.
And he got his ass up out that shit. I'm just a producer. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know what they be doing. I'll be in the lab all motherfucking day. Y'all can check my hours. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't here. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm taking me a plea. We all getting hit with that. Okay, I'm taking me a plea. I don't know shit about shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of here. Save my ass. And he snitched before anything came out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so crazy. Before anything popped off, he the first one to say something.
Mm-hmm.
That lets you know how this judicial system work and these lawyers and shit. They already be knowing what be going on. They be making backroom deals.
Oh, they be making back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They make backroom deals with your life, man. If you got enough to pay for it, like this is gonna go down. And I honestly feel like this nigga Thug finna beat this Rico. You know what I'm saying? I think he finna pull a Irv Gotti, dog.
I hope he do. Yeah, I hope he do. I don't listen to this nigga at all, but
no,
I'm not okay with using lyrics against anybody.
No. My whole thing is the way just like what you said, them using the lyrics and then the way that they were just like things happen in the hood. You know, people owe debts. People get into it. People get into it over bitches. People get smoked. Like it's deaths behind this shit that I feel that they're trying to pin on YSL that are not even remotely related. If you catch my drift, it's just street shit. But they're pinning it on that because certain members or organizations or certain members are involved and are involved. Which honestly, by the way the law is written up, it can be done. And I don't like this nigga, but Charleston White said something very, very, very smart, very intelligent the other day. He said, all you niggas that's rapping and y'all doing this shit and y'all in the streets too, y'all stop calling yourself a gang. Stop naming yourself an organization. Stop putting them letters behind your shit. Oh, we YSL, we this, that, we this, that. Because at that time you labeled a gang, but if you label yourself as a militia, then no one man is like every man is responsible for himself within a militia. Like there is no senior, there is no hierarchy, there is no seniority, there is no nothing. It's just a group of motherfuckers doing whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? And they can't be hit with no RICO for that shit. Or stop giving your motherfucking ass a name, a gang name to run with. Just call yourself us or we or them.
Right.
Stop classifying it.
Yeah.
But it's been everybody want to be this and that. We GMBT. I'm TGMB. I'm this and that. I'm GMB. Yeah, GMT. I'm this. Bro, all the shit. Like even like now that we know older as being older and being cognizant, we know of this shit. Like you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. And I can see how these niggas is falling for the trap. It's a big ass trap.
Hell yeah, man! These motherfucking record companies are in cahoots. These motherfuckers got life insurance on these motherfuckers, so they would help you portray that image.
You better know they will.
Help you live that lifestyle that you want to rap about. They'll help you. They'll put you in that city that you want to be in. They'll put you in that. They'll put you in that to keep up the image so they can keep making money off you. And hey, if you so happen to die, good thing we got this life insurance policy on you, and we're gonna keep on making money off of you after you dead.
They will put drugs in your reach. More than you ever seen, more than you ever known before. So you can keep up that lifestyle. All the while, the drugs is coming from the police in the first place because they're all in cahoots.
We tell motherfuckers, dog, stop looking for a deal, dog. I mean, unless you really just out here wanting to be Beyonce or some shit,
be a slave.
Man, fuck that goddamn shit, dog.
They ain't giving out number 360s.
Nothing but 360s, my nigga. You gonna have to get that shit right back.
Unless you already out here doing something on your own, then they might offer you like a signing bonus or something. But they still gonna try to jerk you.
Do that shit your goddamn self, dog. It may be harder, sure. It may be harder. That's cool, but everything you get back is yours. Ain't nobody else's hands is in that shit.
Right.
It's funny because did y'all ever hear that thing about La Russell? You seen that shit? What happened with him? And he didn't sign that deal. Them niggas brung that deal to him. Matter of fact, it was I think it was Jay-Z and them. Rock Nation. It was Rock Nation. Yeah, brung that deal to him, and the deal, it was like a 360 deal with like no money. Like no money on the motherfucker. And it ended up being what, a $70,000 mistake or $700,000 mistake, he said?
$700,000 mistake.
$700,000 mistake. That nigga said, wait a minute. He said, if I just mention this and I seen this and sent this back and this nigga made a $700,000 mistake, why would I want to be part of this? Like, why would I want to continue with this shit? Like, no offense, but this nigga just made a $700,000 mistake. Why would I sign?
Why?
And that lets me know too that there's more money to be made because of what they came back with.
Exactly.
Nigga said, "No, I'm cool. I'll do this shit my own." And like I told you, that nigga's the way that formula is, bro. I love that shit,
His
Tom.
formula crazy, bro. His formula crazy.
That shit where you pay what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can get that VIP membership and shit. But you know it's available to everybody. We all can sign up on that shit with his
Yeah, we
company.
could.
With his
That
company.
shit different, man. I gotta read more into it, man.
I'm
Like,
thinking about doing that shit though, cause he do.
no, that's hard. That's hard though, man. Cause look, the whole thing about stock, my nigga, is you supposed to buy that shit as low as you possibly can.
Yep.
And if
And where
you buy into a independent artist on they come up, boy, that depending how much that nigga make, man, what your fans making money with you for being your fans,
Yeah,
that's
you see
fire,
how
my
he
nigga.
you see how he do that? Like when you get a certain
That's fire.
when you purchase a certain what's the name, your name goes on the splits, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Of the
That's
song. Like
fire.
that's fire as hell, bro. That's fire. I likes that shit, man. Well
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, we y'all thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Like we say, man, what we wanna Tyre Nichols, man, we wanna say rest in peace, man. We all really sick of this kind of bullshit going on. This fucking utter audacity display of snitching, of giving up the ghosts, of putting folks where they shouldn't be, inserting them where they shouldn't be, or in the business that they shouldn't be, letting the hood shit just handle itself. Man, we just done come full circle tonight. We done seen a whole bunch of crazy shit. This just takes the cake. But like I said, man, we thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. Everybody go ahead and drop y'all shit, man. What you got going on, Tom?
Man, I'm still working, man. All I gotta say is the critic coming soon. But outside of that, nigga, gallimaufrey Friday, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the focus.
Yeah,
That's the
you already
focus.
know. You already know I'm gonna let Drib get to his thing. You know, just that gallimaufrey is what it is. And it's finally gonna be. Man, I can't wait for y'all motherfuckers to hear this shit too. Like y'all just don't understand. I'm gonna let Drib talk about that, man. That's his baby, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
You feel me?
No, that nigga ain't been drinking, so he ain't about to go. He ain't gonna hype it.
Go hard.
He ain't gonna hype it up the way he needs to hype it up right now. And he cool Drib right now.
Right. I'll hype that motherfucker up, nigga. Gallimaufrey, bitch. Nigga, everybody that matters on that motherfucker, nigga. Bitch.
Yeah. You already know.
Bitch. You gotta say the bitch behind. That's the whole thing and the whole slogan.
Gallimaufrey, you motherfucking bitch.
You already know, man.
Friday, my nigga. Yeah, I've been waiting to hear it in unison like that, man. Like I hear them. Obviously, I hear them, but I don't hear them like they need to be.
I was privy. Yeah. Let me just let you know I was privy, and when I say it's really something for the city, like to me, honestly, this gonna be like some classic shit, and I believe that it's gonna be a piece of history just based on the fact of who everybody that's on it, and then like you just got finished saying when we first started the show that this is our year. This is a lot of people's year for the music that we doing to come back. And I believe a lot of people, if they stick with what they doing, a lot of these people on gallimaufrey kids gonna go somewhere in the city, like and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Where it can't go somewhere. So that's why I feel like this almost feel like it feel like a 36 Chambers event.
Type shit.
You feel me? Like honestly, that's what it feel like. Just because of the vibe and everybody on it, all the different styles, people from all over the city, like niggas that don't even know each other. It's
right.
Man, without giving everything away, man. It's gallimaufrey, you fucking bitch. Like I can't even express that enough. Like it's just, it is what it is, man.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and it's everywhere, right, Drip?
No, it's gonna be exclusively on Bandcamp. You know, I need all mines, but you know, you'll be able to
Okay.
stream it. You'll be able to go on there and stream it a few times before you got a cop.
Bet. So Bandcamp, and I'm gonna put the link up. I'm gonna put the link up in the description. Make sure you send it to me so everybody can follow the link on this broadcast. You know what I'm saying? On this, what's the name? On the
Just
live and
imagine,
on the huh?
gallimaufrey is a big plate, a big bowl of goulash with cheese all through the bitch, like how Auntie V said.
That nigga stupid.
Cheese all through that bitch.
Throw that bitch. Man, well, y'all know what it is, man. Make sure y'all pick that up. When you watch the rebroadcast of this, because this is live right now. When you watch the rebroadcast, look in the comments. The link to gallimaufrey will be in the comments. Like I say, man, y'all follow that shit, grab that shit, cop that shit. Man, appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. We love y'all, man. Be good to somebody. Somebody might be good to you.
Right.
Tell somebody you love them.
That most definitely. Tell somebody you fucking love them, man. Most definitely. All right, y'all. Peace.